Your teen hasn't left their room in 3 days, except to use the bathroom. They're sleeping 12, 14, 16 hours a day. And when they're awake, they're staring at their phone or the ceiling with this blank look you've never seen before. Everything they used to care about, gone. Friends stop texting because they never respond. Homework piling up, hobbies abandoned. And when you ask what's wrong, they say, "Nothing, I'm just tired." But you know it's not tired. This is something different, something heavier. And you're scared because you don't know if this is normal teenage stuff or if this is depression. Real depression, the kind that needs help. Let me help you understand the difference, because getting this right could save your teen's life. But first, a critical disclaimer. I am not a therapist. I am not a psychologist. I am not a medical doctor. Teen depression is a serious medical condition that requires professional diagnosis and treatment. This video is educational only, based on guidance from mental health professionals and medical research. It is not medical advice. It cannot replace professional care. If your teen is depressed, they need to see a doctor, a therapist, or a psychiatrist. This video is about what you can do while you get them that help. And if your teen is talking about suicide, this is not the video you need. You need to call 988, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, or take them to the emergency room right now. Okay, let's talk about the difference between sadness and depression. Sadness versus clinical depression. Sadness is a feeling. Depression is a medical condition. Sadness has a reason. Your teen is sad because they broke up with someone, or they failed a test, or they had a fight with a friend. And after a few days or a week, the sadness lifts. They start to feel better. Depression doesn't have a clear reason, or if it started with a reason, it's still there long after the trigger is gone. It's not just feeling sad, it's the inability to feel anything at all. Let me be very specific about what clinical depression looks like. It's not, "I'm sad today." It's, "I feel nothing. Everything is gray. I don't care about anything anymore." It's not, "I don't feel like going out tonight." It's, "I haven't wanted to see my friends in 6 weeks. I can't remember the last time I felt happy." It's not, "I'm tired." It's, "I'm exhausted all the time, but I can't sleep." Or, "I sleep 14 hours and wake up more tired than before." It's not, "School is hard right now." It's, "I can't concentrate on anything. I stare at my homework for an hour and can't process a single sentence. My brain feels like it's moving through mud." Depression is persistent. It lasts for weeks, often months. It affects multiple areas of life at once: sleep, appetite, concentration, energy, mood, self-worth. And here's the part that's hardest for parents to accept. Your teen can't just snap out of it. Depression is not a choice. It's not laziness. It's not a phase. It's a malfunction in brain chemistry. Specifically, neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine that regulate mood and motivation are not functioning properly. You can't willpower your way out of a chemical imbalance any more than you can willpower your way out of diabetes. Warning signs parents miss. Now let's talk about the warning signs that parents often miss or minimize. Sign 1, changes in sleep that last more than 2 weeks. Not stayed up late a few nights, but sleeping all day, every day. Or the opposite, lying awake for hours every night, unable to shut their brain off. Sign 2, loss of interest in everything. Not doesn't want to play soccer this season, but doesn't care about friends, hobbies, school, things that used to bring them joy. Everything feels pointless. Sign 3, withdrawal that goes beyond normal teenage privacy. They're not just spending time alone, they're isolating, not responding to friends, avoiding family completely, staying in their room for days. Sign 4, changes in appetite or weight. Either eating way more than usual or barely eating at all. Significant weight loss or gain over a few weeks. Sign 5, talking about being a burden. "You'd be better off without me. I'm just making everything worse." Everyone's life would be easier if I wasn't here. These are not dramatic statements. These are serious warning signs of suicidal ideation. Sign 6, giving things away. If your teen starts giving away possessions they care about, their guitar, their favorite clothes, their collection of something, this can be a sign they're preparing to end their life. Take this seriously. And sign 7, expressions of hopelessness. Nothing will ever get better. What's the point of anything? I don't see a future. Hopelessness is one of the strongest predictors of suicide risk. If your teen has lost hope, this is an emergency. What not to say. Now let's talk about the phrases that parents say with good intentions that make everything worse. Phrase 1, just think positive. Why this hurts. Depression is not a thought problem. It's a brain chemistry problem. Telling a depressed person to think positive is like telling someone with a broken leg to just walk normally. What they hear. Your pain isn't real. You're doing this to yourself. Phrase 2, other people have it way worse. Why this hurts. Depression doesn't care about your circumstances. You can have a perfect life on paper and still be clinically depressed. What they hear? You don't deserve to feel this way. Stop being ungrateful. Phrase 3, you just need to get out of the house, go exercise, see your friends. Why this hurts. Depression makes even basic tasks feel impossible. Getting out of bed is a victory. Suggesting they do more feels overwhelming and shaming. What they hear. If you really wanted to feel better, you would. You're choosing to be this way. Phrase 4, this is just a phase. All teenagers are moody. Why this hurts. It minimizes their very real suffering. And if they are clinically depressed, calling it a phase delays the treatment they desperately need. What they hear. Your pain doesn't matter. I'm not going to help you. Phrase 5, snap out of it. Why this hurts. If they could snap out of it, they would. Depression feels like drowning. Telling someone to snap out of depression is like telling a drowning person to just breathe normally. What they hear. You're weak. This is your fault. And phrase 6, you have so much to be happy about. Why this hurts. Depression isn't about what you have. It's about a brain that can't process joy, no matter how many good things are present. What they hear. Something is wrong with you for feeling this way. Every single one of these phrases, no matter how well-intentioned, tells your teen that you don't understand what they're going through. And when they feel misunderstood, they stop talking. And isolation makes depression worse. What actually helps? So what do you say instead? What actually helps? First, validate their experience without trying to fix it. I can see you're in a lot of pain right now. I believe you when you say you're struggling. You're not making this up. This is real. You're not agreeing that their life is hopeless. You're acknowledging that their pain is real. And that acknowledgement is often the first step toward them feeling safe enough to accept help. Second, normalize the idea of getting professional help. Depression is a medical condition, just like asthma or diabetes. And just like those conditions, it's treatable. We're going to get you the help you need. Don't make therapy sound like punishment. Make it sound like healthcare, because that's what it is. Third, stay present without hovering. You don't need to have deep conversations every day. You just need to show up. Knock on their door and say, I'm making tea, want some? Sit in their room for 10 minutes, not talking, just being there. Send a text, thinking about you, I love you. Small, consistent presence. That's what they need. Not interrogations, not pressure, just the steady message, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. Fourth, handle the practical things while they can't. Talk to their school, get extensions on deadlines, reduce their course load temporarily, remove the pressure of maintaining perfect attendance and grades while their brain is in crisis. Depression makes executive function nearly impossible. They're not lazy. Their brain literally cannot prioritize, plan, or execute tasks right now. So you handle what you can, and you make it clear, Your only job right now is to get better. Everything else can wait. Fifth, remove access to means if there's any suicide risk. Lock up medications. Remove sharp objects from their space. Monitor internet activity if they've been researching methods. This isn't about not trusting them. This is about keeping them safe when their brain is lying to them about the value of their life. And sixth, take care of yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you fall apart, you can't be the stable presence your teen needs. Talk to a therapist yourself. Join a support group for parents of teens with depression. Lean on friends. Take breaks when you need them. Putting on your own oxygen mask first isn't selfish. It's necessary. Staying connected when they're pulling away. Now let's talk about how to stay connected when your teen is actively pushing you away. Because here's what depression does. It tells your teen they're a burden, that everyone would be better off without them, that they should isolate to protect others from their pain. So they pull away. They stop talking. They avoid eye contact. They spend all their time alone. And your instinct is to push harder, to force connection, to demand they talk to you. Don't. When you push, depression tells them, see, you're annoying them. You're a burden. Pull away more. Instead, offer connection without demanding it. Leave their favorite snack outside their door with a note. Saw this and thought of you. Invite them to sit with you while you watch a show. No talking required, just presence. Ask questions that don't require emotional labor. Want to walk to the store with me? Not, how are you feeling today? The goal is not to fix them. The goal is to show them that you're still there, that depression hasn't driven you away, that they're still worth showing up for. And here's the most important thing. Don't take their withdrawal personally. When they say, leave me alone, they're not rejecting you. Depression is telling them they don't deserve connection, and they're trying to protect you from the burden they believe they are. So you give them space, but you keep showing up, in small ways, consistently. I'm here when you're ready. I love you. You're not going through this alone. And you mean it every time. When it's an emergency. Now let's talk about when you need to move from support to emergency intervention. Call 988 or go to the emergency room immediately if your teen has expressed a specific plan to harm themselves. Not just vague thoughts, but detailed steps they've outlined. Has access to items that could be dangerous, medications, sharp objects, or other means. Has given away prized possessions. This often indicates they're preparing for something permanent. Says goodbye in a way that feels final. Things like, thanks for everything, or I'm sorry for being such a burden, or you'll be better off soon. Has previously attempted to harm themselves. This significantly increases risk. Seems suddenly calm after a period of deep depression. Sometimes this means they've made a decision and feel relief about it. And if your teen expresses intent to end their life, you believe them every time, even if they've said it before, even if they seem like they're seeking attention. Because here's the truth. Loss of life by one's own hand is the second leading cause of death for teenagers. This is not something to minimize. This is not something to wait out. If there is any risk, you act immediately. You call for help. You take them to the emergency room. You intervene to protect their life. If your teen is depressed, I want you to hear this. This is not your fault. Depression is a medical condition. It's not caused by bad parenting. It's caused by brain chemistry. And here's the good news. Depression is treatable. With the right combination of therapy and sometimes medication, most teenagers recover. But they can't do it alone. They need professional help. And they need you to be the steady, patient, believing presence while they get that help. So if you recognize your teen in this video, please reach out to a doctor, a therapist, or a psychiatrist today. Don't wait. Don't hope it passes. Get them the help they need. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about what to do when your teen feels completely out of control. The 48-hour reset protocol for parents who are at their breaking point. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving your teen enough to educate yourself. You're doing the right thing. I'll see you in the next one.